Hello everybody, welcome on into an Otter Games stream. Whew, are we ready? Because OBS was not ready. OBS was not ready at all. It was a complete mess. Everything's the wrong resolution. Everything's out of shape. Everything's out of whack. We fixed it as best we can. We're just going to keep on going. You know, I'm sure that there'll be problems. I'm 100% sure there'll be problems today, but that's just where we're at. Now, speaking of where we're at, let's see what we're up to. Oh my goodness. One thing that's tripping me out is my Minecraft screen is not taking up my full screen like it normally does, because the canvas for this was off for some reason. I'm just gonna have to put up with it. It's hard. It's real hard. You know, it's the tough life of a streamer. But OBS has been giving me trouble for a while, so I'm gonna find out what's going on with it and try and fix it. I think I have to do a fresh install. That's gonna be a hell of a pain with all the different scenes that I've created. Now, we were starting machines, and we decided that we needed a building, which is a very distressing thing to realize, because all these machines, if they get wet, immediately explode, which is not ideal. And we thought, this little room... brief break while I put some cactus coke in there. This little room's fine, but it's not gonna pull the horse, you know? Boom, bada, bada, boom. And this one's kind of steamy. You know, you don't want to mix things up with steam. I mean, we do want to mix things up with steam, but that's not really the point. It's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is we don't want to mix the wrong things up with steam. So we decided, no, best not put it in here. And that really just led us to one choice, and that's we need another room. Another room for our machines. Got this copper dust. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I think we're probably gonna make it into copper, just straight. The steam furnace can't process the nugs. The compressor can process the nugs, surely. We were making gold for some reason. Does anyone remember why? Wrought iron, iron nuggies, gold nuggies, gold dust. I'm certain we had some kind of plan. It's out the window now. Oh, we were gonna make a double chest. Yeah, big chest, so we had space. That's right. Man, last time was such a trip as well, because I was all like, oh, I'm so ready for GTNH Horizons, and then all of a sudden I realized that I'd already planned a completely different stream with Zero. It was very funny. And not very good, of course. Very funny. We'll turn this into... Wait, hold on a second. Basalt, magnesite. Nah. I thought it was a different thing. It's not, so it's fine. Anyway, long and the short of it is first off, we're going to complete the wrought iron quest by holding some stuff. But we need to make a bigger house. How much bigger? It's a very good question. I don't actually have a scope for the house, or a plan for the house, or really a plan for the aesthetic, or any part of it, in any shape or form. Which is going to make things more difficult, by a large margin, I'd imagine. But I do know that it's going to have to be made out of chiseled blockies. We could go to the quartz mine. That's a potential. But in here, if we chisel. This looks like a whole lot more options than I was expecting. So glass, glowstone. Yeah, or ice, sandstone. None of that's particularly useful. Nether brick could be if we found a nether fortress. leaves. Oh, wow. Can get some fancy leaves. Anti-block, andesite. It's all different types of andesite. Pretty much just looks like regular stone, not gonna lie. Pretty boring. There's gotta be something else out here. Bricks can be bricked up into different types, but they're very expensive. Carpet? Chisel a carpet into... Ooh. This is actually a great idea. Some fancy carpet. The only problem is if a fire starts, everything will catch fire. And that's not great in a low voltage room where cables are gonna be. Cobble, mossy cob, concrete. How do we make the concrete in the first place? Nope. Nope. Oh! Yes! Concrete cob. Right. Light concrete. Hang on, we're never gonna work that out. Alright. Marble we could use. We could do a lot with marble. That's a good option. It's a very good option. Alright, a slight adventure after we get our chest built, which is going to be in steam. No. Low voltage. No. Stone Age. Better bases. Ah, found him. Brownstone can be tinkered. Good, good. Oh, look, here's a chisel quest. With a whole bunch of different block types. Wow, that's a pretty expensive chisel though. I don't know how to make that. Scaring me away from doing more advanced things, if I'm honest. A glowstone nook and a coloured glowstone. That's doable too. We got a bunch of glowstone from that actually. That might be worthwhile. Alright, so double plated for 8 plates. And 8 plates are gonna be 12 ingots. And then plus 2, 14 ingots. Okay. That's 14. Take 2 out. I need some water for that. It's time to drink water. That purification method of the ore. So much iron. Oh, the irony! 2 plates. There's only 6 left in. Have we miscalculated how much gold we're actually going to be using here? Because that would be a very distressing thing to realise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 total. It's on 4. Oh, I think we got the right amount. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a bit of flint, which surprisingly we don't have. Oh no, we do. It's right there. Looking straight through it. Now can we just forge hammer it again to make it into a double plate? That's my question. triple plate, quadruple plate, quintuple plate. But where's regular double? So inconvenient. Ba, 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 ba. Needs to be a bending machine. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it as it is then. These and a couple of doubles. And that should pretty much sort us out here, I'd say. A golden chest. The big question is, what do we use the Goldie Boy for? We could use it for ore types, which is probably the most practical use. We could use it for storage for crafting. Also practical, maybe not as practical. So I suppose we use it over here. We can chuck it there, and then we can start the dump. How we doing, Elmo? What's up? We were gonna make a hammer at some stage here too. But ooh, what was that? Malachite. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Elmo with the lurk, I appreciate you, Elmo. Thank you very much. We're going to extract all of these little ore-y bits and put them where they belong. Back in their place. Wow, this chest really is magnificently big. It's going to free up a lot of space, hopefully, in other places, and make it easier to find the ores that we have been dotting around the place like a big idiot. Solidite. They can come as well, I suppose. Graphite 2, malachite 2. Lurking while I'm working. Oh yeah. No, that's great. Get work done. Do good things. Do we put gemstones in another one? Do we bother? Let's just dump. We're just dumping. We wanted the space. That's why we did this in the first place. It wasn't for any other reason. Spellerite, pyrite, quartz, sulfur. All the junk we couldn't get rid of before. Now we can. Now we can move on. After all, why shouldn't we? Lignite. Reminds me. This is full of creosote again. Should do for a little bit. Really don't want to have to be monitoring these ovens all day and all night. That's kind of where we're at. Until we get the pump at least, and then we just have to monitor the tank, which will be significantly easier to monitor by a very large margin. Alright, we were going out, and then it turned to nighttime. Great. Where are our backpacks? Oh, among the couch, how we doing? Good to see you. What's going down, my friend? You've been following for 3 years, 6 days, and 13 hours. It's a long time. Yeah, doing well. Doing quite well. Quite happy. Right now, playing GT New Horizons, which is like Minecraft, except if Minecraft was Greg Techified and then put on steroids, and then every little recipe was just a million times harder than you'd think it would be. For example, well, let's see. This wire mill, right? You'd think, wire mill. Basic low voltage machine should be easy. Maybe a couple of circuits, they can't be too hard. Hold on a second, what's this? Compounds and pieces and liquids and... No, that can't be right. No, wait, we can make it with steel casing. Oh yeah, and some alloy cable. Okay, vacuum tubes? Really? Circuit boards? Resistors? Hold on, they can't be too hard to make, can they? Oh no, they're not that bad, but how do you make the wire? Oh, we need cutters or some kind of wire mill, but we can't make machines yet. Oh well, we'll have to make a cutter, which is going to require plates and rods and... And then you just go mining, and you forget about all your troubles, you know? Zoom. Plan to work on a game with a few of your friends. That's awesome. Do that. That sounds like a great plan. I'm in big favor of this. Do you mean building a game or playing a game? That's where I want to be. Down this way. Hello, sheep. You know what you should do? What should I do? Or I know what I should do, as in, you know what you should do. More of a determinant kind of factor. What's the implicit implication there? Yoink, yoink, yoink. It is a community server though, so if you do want to torture yourself with me, that's an option. Oh, I should have made the hammer before I came out here. Also, Odorino, did you know? Oh, you didn't add the bot, did you? No, I did not. But I will. I will add the bot. I feel betrayed. My help is unwanted. Elmo! It went on my very long list of things I need to do, of which one of those is actual work that needs doing, which I still haven't gotten around to, because there was too many other things in the way. Add Twitch integration thing for this? Well, I don't know about that. Gives random tech parts, including ingots and materials required to make things. Maybe, but then that kind of takes away from the achievement of it, you know? Viewer control Minecraft still happens on Tuesdays though, so there's still some interactivity going around. Very first game where the entire game is second person. Wait, what? So I said random. Oh, randomized. Man, that sounds crazy. I haven't even got my head around how to use the just enough items mod properly. Every time someone boops in, they're like, hey, did you know you're using it wrong? You could be doing it with compound material objects, and you could have this and this and this linking to this, and then that'll show you the exact amount you need for an entire recipe string. Not only that, the crafting string will also let you know how many raw resources you need for, you know, it's tongue twister just trying to describe it, let alone to learn it. You can write up the config. No, please no. No, thank you. This is my relaxed, chill stream, not my viewer-controlled Minecraft stream. We've got enough of that with Zero. Very, very silly. Very silly stuff. Now, this quarried stone, I believe, which I should check, not be a big dummy and just presume. You know what they say about presumptions. Chiseled into all sorts of things. Yeah, so we can make a white surface out of it, either wall or ceiling or floors, potentially. I don't really love white floors. They don't seem like they're worn enough. I'm what's considered an ethical hacker. brains of the game creation. You're losing me. No, you're going too fast. Otto's random means someone spawns in 8 mad cows back to back. That was a legitimate, unprecedented amount of bad luck. Thank you very much. And that's what true random is. True random sometimes seems not random, which is why when they added the randomizer to playing songs, people complained because it was true random and not, you know, pseudo random, which is what people actually like, where things seem random but they're actually just an assortment of things that haven't happened recently. Also, I wouldn't mind joining depending on if I'm able to base with you. I mean, you can base near me, very close by. I'd only be on when you're on, basically, because Minecraft has been getting boring for you. Yeah, I didn't have that problem, I'm afraid. Minecraft, at least a Minecraft like this. A Minecraft like... a Minecraft like this. It doesn't get boring to me. Yeah, it makes sense. We've been playing Vintage Story. Have you heard of Vintage Story? We're playing that 2 times a week at the moment, me and Zero. It's like a fresher take on Minecraft. It used to be a Minecraft mod, and then it got so out of hand that they were like, nah, we just have to make it its own game. And it's fantastic. It's like Minecraft, except if Minecraft was a horror game, first and foremost. And, very cool. Definitely worth a look. Or, you can just tune into the streams on, what it'll be, Thursday, Friday nights for me, I think. What day is it today? It's gotta be Friday today, so no. Wednesday, Thursday nights for me. I don't know what time that is for you, but, it could be any time, really. So many time zones I have to keep track of. Boom, boom. You've basically played every single popular mod thing in Minecraft. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me you've played every mod pack in Minecraft from back to back, start to finish, and actually done the whole thing? That is very hard to believe. I know a mod with a skill tree bigger than a woodland mansion, basically. Look, right, I don't wanna be that guy, but I doubt it's bigger than this skill tree. Look at this, right? just hold on a sec. Just hold on a second, right? It becomes very surprising for me when I find a mod that I didn't know of. Yeah, that's true. I feel the same way. But take a look at this. This is the first baby skill tree. This is like tutorial skill tree. I know my otter's in the way, but it's just a bed behind me. It's not very exciting. See? There you go. This is baby skill tree. Ends with making a bed, which is overly complicated. Then you move on to Stone Age. Things get a lot more complicated, right? There's still tons in here I haven't even bothered to do. Well, I did do this. Maybe I should get another gold chest. Let's not get distracted. I'm explaining the skill trees. Or at least the completion trees. So this is 58 out of 86, and I was able to get out of that age and go into Steam. Now, Steam looks just about as complicated, but it's actually far, far worse. Because every recipe is now like 3-fold more complicated. Every machine, an infinitely more difficult machine to make. Every tool, a crucible of difficulty. And not only that, but it compounds with the multi-blocks. So there's a whole bunch of... Oh, man, there's a lot more in here than I remember. There's a lot more in here than I remember. What's this? Electrical blast furnace time? Oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, man. Let's get out of there. Let's go back into Steam. So we went through all of this Steam. 43 out of 105. Not even close to completing the Steam pack. I still need to do things in here, like regular backpack. I'm going to send you an image of one of the 6 different skill trees in one of the mod packs. Yeah, chuck it in the general in the Discord. But yeah, I haven't even touched the surface on Steam, and I've fast-tracked out of it into low voltage. Low voltage, only just beginning. This is the beginning of the skill tree. The beginning. And then, I played this for like I want to say 6 months with a friend, and we got up to medium voltage. Hazel with a lurk. Look at that cat. Oh, Hazel's so sweet. We got up to medium voltage, and then he stopped playing, because it's never me that stops playing, I'll be honest with you. I'm always in it for the long run. But getting down to like this no, way too much. That's what we're gonna do, but way too much. Yeah, so that's the long and the short of it. Ba-bum. Racking up some points for viewer-controlled Minecraft. Or maybe for a bit of a quack. Quack. Everyone enjoys a bit of a quack. You DM'd it to me? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive, but I think this one has you beat when it's all fully expanded, because that wasn't even the full list that I could open. I think it's bigger. I think it's significantly bigger secretly deep down. Each node does something different. Yeah, that's probably true too. I'd be curious to see how many individual quests each one has. Probably just throw it into an AI, and AI will tell you. Just points. Points for points' sake, eh? Well, I can't say I blame you. Points are fantastic. What's the point, though? Oh, we're starting with puns already. Buckle up. Bum, bum. There's like 6 to 8 different skill trees. Oh yeah. I still stand by it. I don't think there is a bigger quest line than this mod pack. I reckon you ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT's gonna be back like, oh mate, you wouldn't believe it, it's way bigger. Which of course, that's ChatGPT's accent, which we all know. It's definitely an accurate representation. Not at all just a silly Australianism. What's this? Oil sand? Oil sand. Oil sand. Either way. You should look into Vintage Story. Vintage Story is very fun too. Or you should watch the stream on Vintage Story, which will happen next Wednesday, is what I said, I think. Played with 4 other friends on that pack, and we all based and played the same location. That is sick. Man, I wish I had 4 friends. 60 different times beat the Ender Dragon. 16% of the skill tree. Yeah, I bet it was fun. That's great. That's why you say you doubt it. Fair enough, fair enough. I was talking to someone who's, not to immediately try and one-up you again, but I was talking to someone... Oh, I need some water. I was talking to someone who's an expert in this pack, effectively. And by expert, I mean they've got to, like, moon landings and interplanetary travel. And he said that it took him, I think, 3 years to get to that stage. And is playing relatively consistently. Or at least in big batch runs over that time. Pretty crazy. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. But I do like the way this way has its quest book. It's very rewarding, and it has to be rewarding because otherwise Greg Tech would just crush your little soul, you know? It's just too complicated otherwise. I will say though, this is far less scary than Vintage Story. Vintage Story has made me squeal a lot of times. I've been releasing a bunch of short form content on YouTube and TikTok because Zero told me to do it on TikTok, not because I did it by choice, but still, you know, some people like TikTok. I'm not one of those people. Not yet, at least. And all that to say, there's a great clip of me getting absolutely terrified of a wolf attacking me in the forest. It's absolutely brilliant. Worth a look. You beat RL Craft? I heard RL Craft was pretty good. Both when it was really hard and the more recent versions. Did they make it easier? Stone Block 2. I've vaguely heard of that. Not surprised that someone's gotten that much. Yeah. Tell me the timeline of every bug that was in RL Craft. RL Craft hit hard when it got popular. I never played it though. But I wasn't doing much content creation at the time, I don't think. But maybe that would have changed things. Maybe not. I watched a video recently, actually. Funny you should mention it, on RL Craft's creator and why he made it. And how he enjoyed it, etc., etc. It was quite fascinating. An interesting person behind that very, very intense mod pack. Past versions, they made mobs less hordes, but stronger, so it's generally easier. Oh yeah. Since better, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably good though. Have we got enough? 15 stacks? I think if we're using more than 15 stacks, we've got to ask ourselves some different sorts of questions. So, let's... Oh, I've really got to chill, because in my head I'm going, but we could use 15 so we can make a tower. We can make a mighty tower. Think of how big it could be. I was born in the craft, raised by it. 2.9, they patched a bug that let you sleep in both the day and the night, so you could skip entire seasons. That is dumb. Yeah, it's a good patch. I support that one. I haven't even played the game, I support that one. So at the end of the day, like, if someone's gonna skip seasons, they're gonna skip seasons. But for community servers and stuff, it's good to have it patched out. So at least everyone's playing by the same rules. We should, before we do this, we should harvest the sugarcane, because, boy, we're gonna need a lot of fuel. Hello, Mr. Squee. Shin, what up? You gonna come play? For real this time? Not a big prank where I accidentally forget about a Zero stream? Sorry again, Zero. Or you just need to quack. Like a gentleman, of course. Not like a villain. The villainy is on Tuesdays. We should get almost 3 stacks from this, if I remember correctly. Which I rarely do, but, you know, we try. A bit of shug. Beautiful. Ooh, wow, that's a big message. Hold on. Oh no, it moved too far. Hold on. They also, in the same version, patched a bug that let you essentially yeet a tower golem. What's a tower golem? Thousands of blocks in the air into the distance with a fishing rod from the point where you could open a big boy loot boxes and not have to worry about the golem ruining your... Hold on. Ruining your day, but stuff like that is why 2.9 is your favorite version of RL Craft. It was harder and it had bugs that made it easier, but it was a choice thing if you wanted them or not. Yeah, true. I see. I love the main menu song though. The main menu song. You lost me already, Shin. I feel like I should understand, but I don't. Not at all. I'm not going to pretend either. I'm not a big dummy. I know what pretending to understand things ends up being like. Alright, so... put this filth away. Ooh, yes. We'll do a receiving. So, the good thing about receiving is it'll fill up... No? Where is it? No, not received. This one. Yes, resupplying. See how it filled up that quarried stone? So if we put one there, it'll fill up all the quarried stone that we want. Talking about the OST thing? We don't have to announce your shortcomings. Oh, good bit of humility, never hurt anyone. I'm just whispering in the void. Don't listen to the old wizard in the tower. Don't listen to old Shin, he knows not what he says. Ooh. That's the vibe I'm getting from you, mate. You need to chill. You're setting me off. Right, so, houses. We're thinking build better bases. We want some better base things like fancy lanterns. Or no more torches. Stone, slabs, rods, yes. Sandstone, no. Sounded like Russell Brand. Don't listen to the frosty hip. Oh yeah, gotcha. Keeping that in mind. Fancy lantern requires some very fancy. Okay, that's not happening. Hold on, does regular lantern require such things? A torch? No, it does not. How do we make stone rods? Oh yeah. That's cheap as chips these days. Stone slab's easy too. Alright. The long and the short of it is we need to cook up a bunch of bunch of this junk. The nuggies need to be cooked though. No, not the nuggies! We'll cook the nuggies later. Chicken nuggets? Not quite, hey. Baba. Oh, look at all those resources, guys. We're rich! We're rich! Alright, how's our steam? Yeah, we need to sleep. We need to keep sleeping. Keep that steam generator on the roof going. You sounded like... Oh, I read that already. Imagine being rich. Yeah, I know the feeling. Couldn't be me either. Unless you mean rich in friendship with all you guys in the chat. Right, guys? Alright, chisel time. We gotta get our imagination brains out. Ah, you, ready to think. I've already decided. Thinking time's over. We're gonna use marble bricks. Because marble bricks give a good industrial aesthetic because they're bricks, but also a good castle aesthetics because they're a bit of a creamy colour. Will we need some kind of other black stone on the outside? Yes, but we've got some bricks up there which we're going to use. Now we're going to decide on where the low voltage tower is going to... Oops. I spilt some. Where the low voltage tower is going to be put. It needs to be somewhere accessible to the steam, where it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to run the steam. But still close by. We could theoretically fashion it off these trees, but I don't think they're going to be particularly well suited for the job. Physics and chemistry nerd who codes scripts. But for good reasons. Right. Thinking enough already, but you don't need more thinking. Well, the thinking's done. And the thinking begins again for me, but you can just sit back and wait till I make my mind up on this stupid project. Because it's going to be stupid. I've already worked out how stupid it's going to be without realizing it. I think this is a path we should utilize. Maybe run steam over the top. Oh, yes. Ooh, it's coming together. Yeah, we're going to need some more filth. I've decided we're going to level this section. An elite hacker. Yeah, gotcha. What did I say we needed in here? Filth. Well, don't get yourself into any trouble with any hacker man stunts. Right. We're gonna level this, and we're actually gonna cover this hole. What's in here? That's not good. We don't want to cover the iron mine. I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna. Let's hope it's lit up enough down there to be somewhat safe. We can probably put an iron door on it later. I've known a surprising amount of hackers. Like, actually skilled ones. Not just me who knows how to edit elements in a HTML file. Right, let's mark this here. In fact, better than mark it, let's do that. That way it's still accessible, it's just inconvenient. The best kind of accessible. Now I was thinking cylindrical tower, but the more I think about it, the more I think, well, there's an overly dramatic way to have thinking music. I might actually skip this track. It's just too much sometimes. Sometimes I'm on board. Other times, it's time to skip to Redstone. Skip Redstone Shoes to Tin Shoes, which is a much more chill track. Boom, boom. Alright, let's get rid of this babushka. And then, I think... bum, bum, bum. We're gonna have to base it off the flora. Yes, yeah. We're gonna have it real close to the trees. Maybe even touching this tree. Bum, bum, bum. Bo, bo, bo. No, that's not quite right, is it? We're gonna need to repair this tool during the build, which is gonna be a pain in the neck. Beep boop up, beep boop up. Like this, maybe? Yes, 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 yes. I think yes. I also think leveling. We've overestimated the amount of filth we're gonna need because we gotta take some filth up. It's not your fault. I felt this rage as a child about your age. Oh, right. Yes, Shin. Ah, I finally caught up to the chat. Something that rarely happens. It's not your fault. I felt this rage. Hold up. Just a child about your age. Something drives me to this point. Does this jog? Wait, hold on. That's not the lyrics. That's just you talking. I read too much. Yeah, my daughter loves that track that comes on at the start when we boot up GT New Horizons. Bum, bum, ba, bo, bum. It's quite intense though, isn't it? This is not going to be a big enough tower. It makes me mad. Oh well, this is the one we're building. I'm not changing now. Where'd that garden go? I booped it off, but I don't want it to go away forever. I'm just going down there. My neighbors are intense. That's so strange, because I would have thought they were in houses. They've just gone camping. Aye. Beat me to it. Beat me to it. Beat me to it. That's so disappointing. I thought I had you there. Oh yes, but brilliant. Quite brilliant. I agree. I'm with you. We're on the same page. We've turned the book to the same level of intensity. Which is a rare thing. Ba-da-bum-bum. Alright. Is anyone else envisaging the exact same structure that I am? Because if you are, feel free to compliment me about it, because we're both thinking about something brilliant that's going to revolutionize the space that we're in. Alright, used over half a stack. Shin left the game forever. Or maybe just temporarily. We should put away the rest of this filth. We got way too much out. Yeah, that'll do like that. Want this one filled in just a little bit. Whoop. Too much inventory filled up with dirty dirt. Keep getting kicked. That's strange. I don't know why that might be. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm willing to help fixer it. It's bucketing time. It's time to bucket creosote. It's time to bucket creosote. Tell me I watch too much Zero streams without telling me I watch too much Zero streams, hey? That is just burned into my brain. I want to skip up the hill, grab some blackstone. That's what I want to do. Or do I? Do I want to just chisel and see if there's a better stone that we can use? What's this? Anti-block? No. Cubits? No. Concrete? No, we looked into that. It's way too complicated for our small brain. Pea brain. Stained glass. Ping, maybe? Maybe. Have you got bad ping today? Do a ping checker. Do a speed test. Oopla. Do a beep boop. Bum bum bum. Yes. Can we chisel? Ooh, such a risky biscuit building out of wood. But that spruce wood planks is tempting me. Woolen clay? What is this woolen clay? That's very strange. We gotta experiment with that later. That seems like a good block. Yes. It's a good way to get different colours very easily, which won't burn potentially. And we will have to try burning it, because if our house catches on fire again, I will just lose my business. I cannot handle it. Too many times have I burnt my stone bricks. Hold on a second. Yes. Oh yes. Yeah, this is what we're after. The like industrial but also towery bricks. Yes. Oop, it got real dark. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie is not an apology. One of my recent little shorts. You should check it out. Very funny. Very funny, haha. Alright, we're going up. No, we need to repair our tools. Think, Order, think! What are you, crazy? Do. One of these. Got any stone yet? Oh, we do. What were we doing with this stone originally? Making lighting. Well, that can wait. This isn't even going to get it up to steam, but maybe it'll produce just a little bitty. Alright. At least we're still producing steel during this, so it's not like wasted time. I mean, it is definitely wasted time building such an elaborate thing, but at the same time, it's sweet and cute, and that's okay. Alright? Oh, I should have grabbed my shoes. I'm hopping like an idiot. Basalt. Can I chisel you, basalt? Hello. Good news, everybody. Bum ba da bum. Anything that's chiselable is buildable, because mobs cannot spawn on a chiseled block. Now we can't leave it default, but we can certainly leave it not default by chiseling it into any of the other options. Unchiseled, it will still spawn mobs. Chiseled, it will never allow a mob to spawn, which is essential when we have things like fire creepers, when we have things like ender creepers, when we have things like water creepers, when we have things like doom creepers. It's pretty much just creeper types that I'm most worried about, if I'm honest with you. The creeper types, very dangerous, very problematic to the health and safety of a building. I mean, even a standard creeper is problematic enough to the health and safety of a building. Poses quite a threat. I don't think we're going to get enough basalt out of this, but I'm open to being proven wrong. Quite open to it, in fact. Bum 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 bum. And we'll still be making stone blocks at home, which is tremendous. Couch, if you're still hanging about, did you check out Vintage Story? I reckon it's your speed, potentially, if you're into horror. It's not heavy horror either, it's just like your eldritch horror, kind of psychological horror vibe going on. Did I place it all? Did I place it in the wrong spot though? The crafting in that for like tools and stuff is very involved, which I quite like. I like things which are overly complicated but doable. Starts with like napping with flint, so you're smacking rocks together to make different shapes. Then it moves up into smelting ingots at certain temperatures, and those temperatures allow you to mold the ingot on an anvil. I was doing a bit of that. It's pretty good, pretty fun. A little hard to get a hang of. Once you got the hang of it, significantly enjoyable. There's a lot more basalt here than I thought. We could be in business here for a significant increase to... You know what I just thought? Why do we have to limit ourselves with one tower turret? We could totally make a multi-pronged turret off the first turret when we need to increase the size of the tower. Now we're thinking with portals. Man, this goes back deep. Stay hydrated out there. Especially you lurkers, you're gonna need the hydration to keep on going with whatever you got going on. Can't have a dehydrated lurker. It's not acceptable. That's so sad. Shin was murdered. Oh, buddy. Have you got a base yet? Guns. Curiouser and curiouser, Mr. Potter. stacks of this have I got? I think I might have some in here too. Yes, he do. He do have. Very good. Very exciting. You got a bed yet? Did you make beds? Beds are hard. You need carpet. You need fences, and you need a soft hammer, and you need probably more things than that. That's your first big advantage in that early tree, though, is getting that bed going. If not just for the respawn point. Negative, I died and I lost my carpet. Ah, very sad. You hate to see it. Well, good thing carpet's just 2 wool, really. Ba-da-boom, ba-da-bow, wow. Alright, that'll do for digging in here. Bow wow. The steel production has stopped. It must be continued. It's about to stop. Bad. Think. We want... Nope. We don't want coal. We want... coal coke. We must have more. Brutish zombie as well. That is not a good day. Iron. More steel production is essential for the good health and working environment of all the employees here at Autocorp. Are we polluting the air so that our employees can't even breathe? Maybe, but isn't that what an employer should do? As long as it's in the name of progress, all is excusable. Right, guys? Why is that not ovening? Have I made the wrong thing? I really hope I haven't. We need 2 of it? Wow. No wonder we're going through so much of it. Alright, there we go. Production resumed. No credit or refund. I'm gonna need to do coal mining in a moment. Sadly. What were we doing in here? We were compressing more of these boys so that when the other one runs out, it doesn't run out. It'll buy us another, what, 30 minutes? Which hopefully it'll give us time to make some more coal coke. Bada-bim-bim. Sleepy time, he says. The man without a bed says bedtime. How ironic. Alright, just for you. We're not hunting Enderman or anything. Good, good, Anakin. Kill him. Kill him now. Up and away, web. 360. Oh, too far. It's 580. No one will see that. We get snow over here, which is strange. But necessarily bad. This mossy stuff I really like. Basalt cob. Yeah, I think this some mossy bricks. Yeah. This kind of stuff here is what we're all about right now. But I think some smooth basalt for outlining is what we're gonna start with, and then some also chiseled stuff for it as well, perhaps. Or regular basalt like this, because if we have outlining and then infilling with regular basalt, we'll have a good kind of a vibe going. So let's fill this in. It's gonna be like basement level stuff. Or at least ground floor. What were we doing here? Brickies? Yeah, that's the one. Marble. We don't want it too white. We want it, so it looks like it's reflecting the darker surfaces that it has around, because we're going to be building with black. The cream colour will look stark white, even though it's not. Because a stark white against a pitch black would be far too harsh on the eyes, I think. Yes, good. Now here comes the difficult parts. Do we go one more around this? I think the answer is yes. But it just makes it exponentially more expensive. I want walls, 2 thick walls. I think we chop down this particular tree. This tree, unfortunately, is not going to fit the aesthetic that I've decided upon after the fact. So it must die. Doop. Oh, it's still going up. Hold on. Do. Now, lots of the leaves will probably hang off the other sides of the other trees, but that's fine. We can deal with that. It'll look more or less natural, I'm hoping. Even though it's clearly going to be chopped apart and torn asunder. In the end, all of these trees probably go down one at a time as the industry grows. Nature will take a toll most terrible. Good. That will do for now. He's murdered again. Will you live in a cave? That's good entertainment at the very least. Basalt cob at the bottom, maybe? What do we put on the outside of the bottom? I'm thinking tower, you know? Like actual tower. Hey! Hazel, thank you very much for the raid. How high, though? This is awfully high already, like the amount of resources that it's going to cost to build this high. Quite substantial. At least for a first floor, this is at least high enough. we just realised we have no way of getting down. Oh, wonderful. What an idiot. Oh, he's a moron. Look at this guy. We have to... If we die because we're incompetent, I'm gonna look pretty silly in front of all my friends here. Ma! Get the camera! Made it. Don't even worry. I'm in stress. Thank you for the bit. Shin with the bit. I'm surprised you didn't say do a flip, if I'm honest. That is really high up there, Otto. It is indeed. Stream with the loading screen on. What? Why? 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 I think next thing we do is fill this. Now, will we break it apart and put some windows in? Yes! The answer's yes. Alright, so hold on a sec. Just calm down. Keep you cool. It's not going to all look like this the whole way up and down. But it can look like this for now. Because windows are expensive, and this is going to be a very good kind of texture. Like a kind of... You know when you put your hand on a concrete wall and you feel the grit of it? That's the vibe we're going for. Alright. Well. Now I'm starting to think that I should make this more squared. Initially we thought turrety. First time ever. Oh, very good. First time streaming ever, or first time streaming your loading screen? That's the real question. Is it first time streaming ever? Surely not. Surely not. We should. We shouldn't. We should chisel these. Felsic masonry, neutral masonry, mafic masonry, and mixed masonry. First time with nothing but the loading screen running. Alright, well I hope your loading screen test went well. Hope you worked out what you were trying to work out. What do we think here, guys? Like, we're looking at this. This is our color palette. You know what? Color palette. We do a palette test. We do a little one of these, right? And one of these. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, let's do a mixed one as well. And then we put them on the wall. I'm immediately unimpressed by quite a few of those. You are so positive. Yes, it did. Excellent. I'm very pleased. This pleases the otter on a deep and personal level. Every time I do a test stream lately, it's always for terrible reasons. Terrible, like, routing and net issues. It's just a nightmare. Just a bloody nightmare. So I'm glad yours went well. Someone's has got to. I think this one, this neutral masonry, is actually the way we're going here. This one's a little too harsh. This one tells me, hey, I'm building. I was built for a purpose. I might not have been built with the best materials, most consistent bricking, but I was built because I needed to be built for industry to continue. This one tells me nothing. This one doesn't speak to me at all. This one's probably a very depressed brick. Needs some help. Needs to call Lifeline. That brick does. You know the #1 killer of bricks? This one here. This one tells me I belong as a foundation brick. Down below. Down below, down below. Which we actually can use. We can use this one on the lower levels here. Raise up this hemming just a little bit. Hemingway? Yes, and I think we will, in fact. What we'll do is we'll cut the legs off this building. And then, instead of having a big fat hen here, we're gonna have number 10. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The one thing you don't want in your Burger King burger is foot fungus, but that might be just what you get. Mayfic. This is Mayfic, right? Yeah. Needs help? And no. What is it? The #1 killer of bricks. It's a dark joke. I don't know what I should say. Just go watch The Frogman on YouTube. It's a Auntie Donna skit, and then you'll get where I was going with that one. I'm the Frogman. What a brilliant skit, really. Alright, so we've used the Mayfic. We're taking poisonous damage because we've destroyed the oxygen content in the air with our steel production. Oh no. Oh no, it's still going. For a second there, I was worried. Yeah, this one, put it on the do not call list. I hate it. And then this brick here. What does mixed brick masonry say to us? It says, I was put on the wall, but something about me is not quite right for this structure. It's a really good industrial building, like a container yard building or something like that. Slain by a direwolf, lol lol lol. Get wrecked, get good. But it's not what we're after. It's close, it's just not quite there. We want neutral masonry. Neutral masonry and Mayfic, that's what we're going with. Which is surprising, I would not have picked that based on the smaller pictures. But... but... Ah, hilarious. Thank you very much, Hazel. You do that. You get ready for work. You got things to do, and that's good. But you know which one it is, and it's very funny. Let no one tell you otherwise. This like this? This like this maybe? Or do we... I think we round the edges just a little more. We do it like this. Like this, Bimo? No. Like this. Yeah, that'll do it. Dear Diary. Otter said a very funny thing today. Fact check true. Alright, so we need an extra one on the end of these two. And then the hemming starts at the way. And then he giggled. Most certainly. No point saying something silly if you're not going to giggle at it. Yoink, 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 yoink. We should move these, because they're sweet little gardens. Little bean sprouts. Ba-dum, ba-da-bum. That's one too high, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Because this goes like this. Nope, it doesn't, because this one goes out. Totally forgot about the oops. The expansion. We go out another one? No. What are we doing here? It's not even at all. What are we doing? It's gonna go down, out. It's gonna come to here. This one needs to go. And we need to open our baku. And then... No... We got a chisel. Like that. Very annoying. I don't love it at all. But that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with something we don't like. Why? Just simply for the reason that we already started. Sometimes that's a good reason to finish a build. It's terrible logic, but it's my logic. And after all, why shouldn't I? This goes out to, and then diagonally like this, I think, doesn't it? Shouldn't it? Could it? Would it? No. No, something seems off. Is it just the height? It's the height of the blocks? No, I'm wrong, it's correct. I should never have doubted. Bonk, bonk. And then this needs to be extended. And 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. This is a check of the sound system. If you're hearing this check of the sound system, please disregard. The sound system check is now complete. Yeah, something's wrong here. We didn't build out enough this way, maybe? Yeah, no? Right. If we're looking at this on the floor level, not the higher level, because obviously the upper level's not really matching, but the bottom levels here. You go out 2, out 1 more, out 1 more. Then what's wrong? Something's wrong. It doesn't work like that. Right? Something's wrong here. What's this? We were looking at the wrong place all along. That's what it should look like. And then ba bum ba bo ba bum. Some regular basalt. It should end up looking a little something like this. Do. To chisel some more of that stuff. Lord knows we're gonna go through enough of it. Now, we are going to modify the ground level later, but later is not now, and we can just pretty much ignore the fact that things look different at different places until they become a problem. Which certainly will happen, don't get me wrong, but hasn't happened yet, so we just keep going. Buddy buddy boo, buddy buddy boo. The bricks are actually quite disorienting to place things on. Once things are down, it'll be easier. But before that point, very confusing. Ba-do-da-do. What are we doing here? I think the best protocol would be to... What's this? Stone. We need to collect some more stone before we continue this. Ooh, that looks great. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good work. It's always good when you start a build and you're unsure. Or even when you are sure. And then swiftly after, you're reassured. Like, I am building something I like. I'm not an idiot completely. Only mostly. Do-do-do-do. Oh, we filled the backpack, didn't we? Backpacks. Oopsie. For the backpack again. This is the one problem you always have with backpacks, is they just never work the way you thought they were going to. Always a mess on the floor. Always end up being like, why? 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 You know? If anyone gets that old meme reference. These are cooking away. These are not cooking away because of the creosote. I really need to get some low voltage pumps going. Barely keeping these machines alive. Live! I think we got what we needed. If not, we're certainly not going to find it out here. We didn't get a lot of what we needed. Honestly, we get a lot of it. We need a lot of neutral stuff, more than the other stuff. I really like my build aesthetic this time. I think I've really stepped it up. Like, we started with dirt because we had to. Like, gross. Moved on to some cob, just some basic cob bricks. And then some pillars for our upper storage section. I think we're improving as we're going here. Which is all you can ever ask for in life, guys. Slow, continual improvement is what life is all about. If you've got that, you are winning. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Going down. You don't have to be everything all at once. You can just be slightly more of something each day. That is fantastic. And keep doing it. We need more stone. Do 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 do. Can we put in another floor while we're waiting? I say yes. Do we use a different type of stone? Yeah, we do. We do. Radial carved marble. Maybe. I'd like to know a bit more about radial carved marble, but I think what we really want to build out of is large marble with dent or marble with dent. I think a bit of a dented aesthetic or a fancy marble tiles. We're thinking... Actually, I'm not going to describe it very well. I wonder if these connect to each other. We need to learn that first. Really important information. I think we try these and see if they connect. Yeah, oh, that's perfect. Yes! Marble with dent is what we're going with then. Uh-oh. Trouble in terrorist town. Oh, he hits hard. Oh, he doesn't hit hard anymore. I actually don't want his flesh or his feet. That can just... No! I touched it. Gross. We want... See how high we can reach. So we can reach that block, right? I think that's the height we want the roof. Oops. Bottom, bottom. Then we're just gonna make a little formation out of it. It's gonna be fantastic. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. How many blocks high is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a nice height. That's like 8 all up, including floor and ceiling. Unless, now here's the real tricky part, because that's not actually the ceiling. That's only the rung under the ceiling. So it's actually going to be a 9 height. 10 if we want an extra layer just for... just making things more difficult, I suppose. Alright, so let's count the blocks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is hard. Oh, we don't need to count. We've got the... Alright, so we're at 70 there. So if we go from 70 on the y-axis up to... Yeah, it'll do. Ow. Bow. I think we're going to have exterior staircases, which is going to be difficult with piping, which is going to have to be like a scaffolded stair. But that's okay, we can make that work. Beautiful. Just beautiful. It just works. Now the floor on this level, I was actually thinking of a different type of marble. But the type is the trick here. Smooth marble has a very nice finish to it, but is it too smooth? Do we need to try something a little more rustic? Like a quarried stone. Well, I also want it to be a believable building, and a big slab? Not that believable. A massive stone? How do we get that up here? quack. Shin with the quack. They're not getting me today. I'm too relaxed. Maybe I am too relaxed. That's a worrying thought. I was originally thinking marble. Marble. Let's see how it looks. We can always change it. Whoa. Alright, so yeah, it does look pretty fantastic. Not gonna lie to you, I do like that. It's got a bit more of an earthy feel to it, which we're lacking with all the industrialization of the other blocks. Moonlight shadow. Whoa. We need more. Lots more. Oh, he's got a bed! Shin's got a bed! Oh, what a champion. What a can-do coconut. What a real go-getter. I'm very impressed. It's not an easy thing in this mod pack to get a bed. Oh, this is relaxing. This is everything I want today. Bloody oath, it's so hard to get a bed. You said it, Mato. Mr. Potato. Yes, it is, but now you've got one. It never goes away as long as you're responsible with it. Maybe. If you're lucky. Which we try to be. Is this correct? This is, yeah, that's wrong. It's gotta be like that. Here we go. Floored. Get floored on. We need some more stone. We could hem out the boxes, I suppose. Hem. I really do like the look of these things. They've got just that perfect amount of polish. We're going like one higher here. No, we're still too low, aren't we? 88. Were we on 89? Oh, I don't remember the height. That was a dumb thing for me not to recall. It's gonna be this high. You must be this tall to ride. Like that. Perfect. I wonder if this is actually the right height for the next floor up. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where we want the dent. Yeah. It's fine like that. It's a bit recessed. But it's recessed down the bottom as well. Only by a little bit. This is true to be only by one block, because we're going to put a layer on top of that, then there's a layer here, then the hemming. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, even if it's not, that's what we've decided, so we're just going to do it. I'd rather change something and try it than not try it. Change it and not know. Steel still going? Nope. Do you reckon I can make this jump? Yep. Oh, I can. Oh, the steel is still going. Either way, we can use some more stone. Bum, ba, bum. How much longer have we got on it? This one will cook. This one will not. Ba, bum, ba, dum, ba, dum. Now it will, at least for one more cycle. Well, that's not enough. We're about to be all out of coal, which is a terrible problem to have. And really, I'm terrible. I don't know how it's allowed. These go in here. Oh man, we haven't been processing any stone. It's all been these bloody nuggets. Oh, that's very devastating. And the good news is we'll have a bunch of nuggets, but not really what we were after, honestly. Which I tried to. Good. It is enough for now. It's not enough forever. Lapis in here. I'm going to put both the lapis in there just to be consistent. And then we're going to ditch these tree logs. Alright, so you're telling me we don't have any stones set. I've got some cobblestone sitting around, which I'm not going to use for this. Junk up there. Mostly junk. Yeah. What's up here? How much? 3 stone. Really not enough. Really not enough to do what we're doing. Well, we're just gonna have to work on the rest of the build. There's still pipes and stuff we need to think about. Getting steam across is gonna be an issue. How much steam does that turbine actually take? Consumes 1,552 liters of steam per second, and these pipes 153. Right, so we're gonna need a bigger bronze pipe. Half of this is 2-4. How much did I say this consumed? 2-4 would be enough. But the regular pipe's not. So we're gonna have to make a bunch of large ones. Which I don't love, but is the solution. Yeah. And probably one huge one. For the output start. Because we're going to branch off into... Unless we can make a double pipe. We can make quads. Can't make doubles, can we? Quad bronze. Nah, we should just go huge and then larges across. So how many larges across are we going to need from the tank? So if tank's here, huge is there, large starts here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10, probably more. Yeah. 2, 6, yeah. The large will do it, but that's 10, probably more. So let's call it 14, just to be safe. 14 times 6. Quick math, everyone. Let's get the calculator going. 14 times... There we go. 6. 84, and then we got to times that by... Is it 1.5? No, it's less than that. Maybe 0.75, because every 3 ingots makes 2. Do we times it by 3? No. We times it by 1.5, I think. 1.5. 1.5 is 126. That's not so much. That doesn't seem right. So 84 ingots times 1.5 to make them into bronze plates. It's really not that much at all. It's like 2 stacks. Well, let's go see if my math checks out, I suppose. 2 stacks of bronze. There's a lot of bronze. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. How much bronze have we got? Okay. Not enough. Never enough. Well, that's the expected result, isn't it? What's all this small bronze fluid pipe? Can we do something with this? Oh, yes, we can. How do we make it? There's 1 plate to 1 thing. We can turn that into that. It's pretty good on the recycling. We can alloy smelt it into ingots. We can smelt it into ingots. We can recycle it into dust. Yeah, I think we alloy smelt it. I think that's the way here. Because we're not using this small bronze pipe. We're not likely to use it. It is good fluid pipe that's heat sensitive. Maybe we will use it later. We'll probably use it for pumping lava or something. We should save it. We should just make more bronze. That's the easy solution here. Copper 32, tin a ton. Copper's going to be the issue. And I don't think we have a lot of chalcopyrite on the wall. No, we do not. Nor do we have a lot of copper in here. That's going to make iron. Rise and shine, look at that. Sleeping all on his own. He's a big kid now. Yes, bronze. Bronzium. There's only 5 copper nuggets in there. I thought we had a little more bronze or copper, but clearly we don't. Unless we had some for... Oh yeah, there it is. Found it. Bum, bum, ba-bum. Alright, well, in the interest of not looking like an idiot, let's get the amounts right. There's tons of tin. We will bronzify this. Steam problems. I hate that. Oh, how terrible. Having one bad furnace is not a good way to go through life. We need more. We need an electric one. bunch of the neutral stuff, and we need to... Choop, 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 choop. I need help, Otter. What's wrong, my man? Recipes got your goat? Do 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 do. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Chop, chop, chop. Do 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 do. Forgot how to bring up recipes. If you press E, I assume you're listening to me on stream as well. If not, this is not going to help you at all. If you press U while you're hovering over something, you will get what it turns into. If you press R, you'll get how to make it. Very handy. If you press A, you'll hotkey it to your little list here. Do do do. Essential to remember those things. If you forget them, you'll be crying. Absolutely bawling your eyes out. Inconsolable. As it should be. I think we're gonna run out here. We got a little extra, but it's still only 4 layers. Yeah. Ooh. We have the exact right amount. This is uncanny. You don't get this often. This needs to be a treasured moment, everybody. Well, do I just fall off the roof? Workplace incident report. That's good. Alright, so we got 2 walls going. Or 2 walls up, 2 walls not up, I suppose. We can fill in some of this basalt. It is necessary. I will make it filled. It is therapeutic, the building. Especially because at the end you get a nice building. And it definitely helps. But even without that, pretty fantastic. Did we run out of... Oh. Oh no. That wouldn't be in that pack anyway. Well, it's not in this one. We need to go mining again. It's an unexpected result here. Ran out of smooth basalt. We did have just enough to finish that section, but not the way you'd expect. Yep. Going down. Yeah, that's looking fantastic. Really. Really quite nice. Alright, we ran out of basalt. We shouldn't be here. We should be up here. Why do I have redstone on me? Have I had that on me the whole time? Probably. I don't pay enough attention to be able to know. I should have my piston boots on. Why do I not? No one will never know. No one will ever know. Not no one will never know. Where is the hole I started? It was was so easy to find last time. It was such a big hole. I would have imagined it'd be hard to miss. Who here? Yeah. Found him. Boop, 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 boop. We could do the math on how much we actually need here, but I'm not against getting a little extra. So I think we just blast and relax for a little bit. Get some blocks under our belt. It seems like a waste of time building such a big structure for this, but once we start building refineries and a whole bunch of storage tanks and all sorts, you're gonna find that that space up there pretty quickly gets used up. And in the best of ways. And I think that multiple tower turret idea will potentially work, or we could just string it to another building. I like the exterior staircase, which limits the multi-turret idea, unless we incorporate that staircase into a central building, and then all roads lead out from a central building where there's like a grand staircase. Totally doable. Maybe not the most practical, but practicality has never been the focus of my buildings. Otherwise I'd just live in my first dig hole, honestly. No practical reason why you can't just live inside a dig hole. But aesthetically, it's just not very nice. Even with so much redstone on this, this is a slow mine. Switching to Illumite soon is getting more and more tempting by the day. Almost 3 stacks. Certainly is a good start. I wouldn't call it more than that. We'll probably exhaust this mine before too long. One would imagine, as one does when one imagines. I like that we're still using some cob though. That really pleases me. You get so much cobble. Not using it feels like a total waste. Especially when we made such a good block out of it. It's actually quite attractive to build with. At least for this kind of an aesthetic that we're going with. Still flies. Good morning. We've hit the bottom of the mine here. Or have we? I think we might have. Like, it's laid here with a bit of dirt, but I think this is the bottom of the basalt. We'll have to find another one if we plan on continuing with basalt after this point. Not too difficult to do, just a little bit inconvenient. What quest are we working on, Shin? What great goodness do you have? You've gone bed, so you're up to Stone Age. Past, so it begins. Have you made yourself some mud armor or some wooden armor? I highly recommend making yourself some armor at the very least. Tinker's Construct's probably the big goal as well. Carottes! The quest of making carrots is in farming them. I think I remember that quest. I think the reward is just more carrots, which is a good reward. At least early on. Gives you a boost to your farming capacity. Living off carrots isn't great, but it's better than living off berries. And it helps with your vegetable allotment. Because yes, you do have a breakdown of different food types. Because of course you do. Actually, Vintage Story has that too, which is wild. Boom, boom, ba-da-doo-doo. Just another sign that it came from a Minecraft mod into a full realized game. Boom, boom, bo-dee-doo. The house will be finished after this, at least the start of it. The first full house building structure. Tower, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the best descriptive term is. I keep thinking parapet, but I don't think parapet's right. I think that's more of a castle term. I can't quite picture it as well. Bum, bum, one. Points for effort, though. Alright, time to get out of this place. Actually, let's take all the basalt out while we're here. We don't want to have to get it out again. That's the only reason. Ba-da-ba-da-boom. Oh no! Don't you grr at me. Ugh. I hate that. I hate the grrs. It's too scary for a build stream, you know? No big wolves, please. What stopped you? A lack of coke. You were stopped by creosote, my old foe. Well, it's better than nothing. Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. But we are now in dangerous territory of having no coal. That's where we're headed. We can do sugar coke. We did start out with sugar coke. We can finish out with it, but oh no. Oh, we're gonna have to bolster that. It's only 8. That's not nearly enough. That's only 8. We want to keep this for the coal coke. Ah, it's all such a mess. That's 16 together. It's doable. It's not great. It's doable. Oh, we got the redstone out of here. That's right, the bronze and stuff. Made 64. Did I expect more? Maybe. Do we have more? No. Is it enough? No. No, I don't think it is. It's enough to start, though. And that's something. We need to turn a bunch of it into plates. When we get the vending machine, no. We're here now. Let's make them. We'll keep 16 for tools, because we don't ever want to run out of repair juice. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Bo-doo-doo-woo. Got some more stone going. That's ideal. Wait, we didn't put these guys. That's very good. Tremendous. Truly, quite tremendous. What is this, a clipper? Thank you very much. Useless clip, but I thought you were saying house? Doing what? No, useless clips are okay. I'm glad you're clipping stuff. Very kind. Boo-doo-doo-doo, biddy-biddy-boo. Monster? I heard it. What's a sheep? Ah, a horrifying sheep! Bum. Neutral. Yeah, we ran out of neutral completely last time. Well, that didn't go as far as I'd hoped. We can turn that into neutral for now too. We're not using any of the dirtier stuff. Not right now, at least. We're hungry. Oops. Shin was eaten by a direwolf. Clearly lives in the snow. Clearly. We can all make that assumption quite safely, I'd say. Lol, those wolves are so strong though. Can hardly blame you. Alright, well. Double kill. Oh, that's very disappointing. You hate to see it. Got to the top quicker than expected. nighttime, daytime. Playing a game in nighttime, daytime. You wanna play? Need the chisel again. Get the bad vibes out. What bad vibes? What did I miss? I missed something. I was clearly too focused. What are we? Denty boy. This one. It's a beautiful thing. And then roof. Do we make the roof the same color? I think we might. Never have any even in your games. That's what sagging a house does? Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean? What is this term? Sage? It's a hippie thing. Ah. I have no idea about it. None whatsoever. Saging a house? Oh. Burning sage or herb. Sagging a house. Oh, that's so funny. No hippie rituals over here. Just good old-fashioned industry. Sagging hands. Oh, that's so funny. What are we using here? Yeah, flat marble. Also, Prekius, how we doing? Can we go in one? Yeah, I think it's in one. And then like that. Nope, I've made a mistake. Irreversible. Fix it. Don't have any stone to finish the last part though. What's this? They're the neutral stones. Don't have enough. Also, I feel like... So this is the roof for now. Will it be the roof forever? Maybe. Quite possibly. I don't know, usually I put tanks on the roof or some kind of solar and then we'll see. Bored out of your mind in GT New Horizons moving items to bulk storage. Bulk storage in what age? That's a real question. I actually want this little bit of bush here, so I'm gonna dig around it because it's cute. Oh no! I killed it. My leaf. Oh. Ah, disappointing. I've decided this is how we'll hem the outside here. We'll hem and we'll ha, but we'll make a decision. Ha! Got him. Low voltage. Ooh. Low voltage storage. I'm thinking you're making some kind of a logistics pipe system at that stage? Should have done it. Ivy. Ivy. That's not low voltage at all. That's very high voltage. Wait, hold on a second. Wow. Are we talking like tier 5? Goodness gracious. That's after nuclear. Right? It's a voltage. It sure is a voltage. Start sagging Otter's place. Wouldn't call it I! Wouldn't call it I! Alright, if you accidentally put a cat on a bare cable of that voltage, what's gonna happen to the cat? Is it too high for a cat? If so, it's pretty high compared to what we've got here. If the cat goes vroom, if your otter is sagging, you should probably get it some coffee. Can't handle me being high? As in high voltage? Oh, I hope so. Let's have more stone is what we're gonna have. And I want it now. Any booms yet? Not in this playthrough. I have... Okay. Here's the shame of it, right? I've gotten to medium voltage once with a friend after a long playthrough, but sadly, that is on hiatus, and I don't think they're coming back to play. It's been years at this stage. I've gotten to low voltage or steam. No, I've gotten to steel, so what's that? That's like the start of low voltage with my daughter on a playthrough. And then I've gotten to... I started a couple of times solo, and this is my actual in-earnest solo attempt. We've gotten up to low voltage. But getting up to getting up to medium voltage took a long time with my friend. It was all learning and relearning and making mistakes, lots of mistakes. But yes, there was a massive explosion in that one. My multi-block steam boiler went skadoosh right in the middle of my giant house, and I was displeased. To say the least. Very upsetting. Oh boy. Alright, we're cooking up a bunch of stone. We're gonna need more to finish it. But it wasn't even on stream. It was back before I was streaming consistently. Really enjoy the early game. The early game is fantastic. Absolutely lovely. I've played a lot of it. I know, right? Now we're thinking biggie pipies. We're making one huge one, and then the rest are going to be large. Let's make sure we're not making a mistake here. 12 to 1. Solidifiers. We don't have an extruder. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and... Just double checking. 12 compared to, what's this? 12. Yeah, it's alright. That's doable. Alright. UG, put him on the bench. We don't want to use the steel wrench. Alright, so there's the huge one. The rest are just going to be big old boys. That is the wrong type. That is the wrong type. That is the wrong type. What's the right type? Hammer wrench? Oh yeah, 48,000 divided by 2 exceeds that. That should do. It's only making 6 pipe. So expensive. It's so expensive. I broke the hammer. But I did not break the deputy. 6 of that. How much? We don't have that much wrought iron on this side, but do we have a bunch in here? 9. That's really not that much. I kind of want to save it for when I actually need it, rather than wasting it on a hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take a stick. There's a fresh hammer. Just a hammer at home, so to speak. That's 8 plates. 8's okay, but it's definitely not going to cut the cheese here. 11. 1 too few to make 2. But it's enough to start. And that's good, because I'm happy starting right now. Let's start the piping. I should have checked on the coke, but I'm not going to. Can I go through this wall? That's a bad sign. It's not deep enough. It's not deep enough. It's gonna cost more than I'd anticipated then. Yeah. Yep. Well, just the way it goes, I suppose, isn't it? This is ground level here, so we need to go at least below this block. Expensive stuff, but it'll be pretty. And that's what it's all about. Oh boy. So dumb. Do. Yeah, we can attach it here. It doesn't have to be 2 big ones. It can actually be, let's just input disable this and input disable this so we don't make hot pipes the whole way through. So that'd be a nightmare. I used the wrong pipe for the first one. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but it hurts. It really shouldn't hurt that much, but it does. Whatever, we're gonna have hot pipes. Curious. I did not expect to run into that. I totally forgot about that. That's a problem. Gonna cost the extra bit of bronze to make it look neat? Yeah, I think so. We don't actually have to attach that yet. That could be the one saving grace here. Rather than making it hot stuff all the way through. A little access walkway. can chisel up some detailed cob. Use that as the base here. Then we can change the texture here when it changes through this gateway. What do we got on the top here? French cob, that's the path. We're gonna leave that. That's a good indicator of where the ground is. But the walls we could actually make this into a basalt run. Yep. Alright. Do we change this wall into a steam section? We could. Should we? Should we? It'd be wise. We'd have to make a full... Whoa! Oh, this thing's gonna kill the hell out of me. Oh, it's so strong. It's actually killing us. It's actually killing us. I have no way of fighting that guy. And there's an opening to my base. Oh boy. I gotta get creative here. If I put him through the nether portal, he'll just be stuck there for me to verse later. Every time I hit him, I take damage. Wham! Yes, very much like that shit. We're gonna seal up the hole first. That shall protect us for the time being. He be our bees. He be our quacks. That was pretty good. That was a good pun. I rate that one. Alright, well, let's go work on a tank. Do we make a steel tank? No. No, I don't think we do. I think we make another iron one. Because we can, and it's cheap. Comparatively. What's under multi-blocks? Boilers, tanks. Yeah, the steel multi-block is gonna be too expensive now. But the iron multi-block, I think we can make that easy enough. What do we need? 32 and 2, and we can switch out some of this 30 for that. This is a small tank. That's a small tank too. Are they the same size? 576 versus 576. Alright, so same size. Plates, screws, trouble. The only thing that costs a fair bit, large bronze. Yeah, well, we do have the large bronze, just not what we were expecting to use the large bronze for. Tank valves. Have we got any cheeky tank bits in the storage? Bum. How do I use a fluid conduit? 50 liters. No idea. I'll leave that in there. I'm sure I'll come across that sooner or later. I'm not seeing anything that screams I'm a tank. You know? Except for this boiler tank. But that's a totally different type of tank. Bum bubble 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 bum. Yeah, well, we'll just make what we can. We need to go copper mining, we need to go coal mining, we need to go all sorts of mining. I think that's what we have to do. Yeah. Yep. So much sulfur. I'm gonna just dump my stuff, but I'm gonna have to. Sorry, box. You're gonna be the dump chest. Except for the steel, that is not dumpable, that is savable. How much steel have we got now? Almost 2 whole stacks. That's fantastic. We probably have 2 stacks if we include the stuff in the machines. Now this pyrite we've got to macerate. Yep. Let's throw this through the macerator. Stone box building. Steam problems, zombie problems, coal problems, copper problems, no tin problems. No tin problems at all. The casterite really sorted us out. But everything else under the sun causing us a lot of grief here. It's a regular bronze fluid pipe. It's not going to be big enough to solve our current problem. Alright. Let's make a new tool. And then let's go mining. Digger's backpack, we've got to empty into something there. Alright, so we're going to make an alumite tool now. With the steel that we have, we can make quite a bit of alumite. Enough for a good hammer. And that's worthwhile doing, certainly. But the tool rod... Where was that? Obsidian. Get reinforced 3 on it. And then... Why can't I click on the liquid obsidian? It's very annoying. Click on everything else, but not the obsidian. I assume we can probably melt up some obsidian to make a tool rod. Tool rod of obsidian's the way to go. Yes, I think it is. What did it say on the tool rod there? Tough tool rod. We want to know the modifier. So if we look up obsidian, modifier is 0.8, which isn't a great modifier. What if we make the plate out of obsidian? No, that's not gonna fly. And the hammer's gonna be the same. So we're gonna have to go with the rod. Need 432 out of it. How much does this make if we smelt it? 36. Oh man, that's some quick math. Bring up that calci again. 432 divided by 36. 12 of them. Well, that will cut down on the alumite we can make as well. We can always get more obsidian though. It's just not easy to get. Oh well. What are you gonna do, hey? Let's get tool rod pattern going first. And then the Illumite over here, we're gonna need 14 will do it, because that'll use up all our aluminum dust. I just said aluminum like an American. My Australian friends will cringe hard at that one. Ba-bum-bum. We need to make another mortar. So inconvenient. Beep. Do 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 do. There's the steel. Illumite. 56 of it! That's a lot! How much does each one make? 144. And then smelting for casting. We're gonna need a hammerhead. That's gonna put us back 1,100. And then we're gonna need a plate. So, what's that? 3452, roughly. And each dust is 144. $1,400. Okay. Okay. Cool. And we'll pour that. Beautiful. And then do we just start straight up melting the whole pot of this stuff? Because I'm pretty sure we can fit the whole thing in here. I don't know if we need all of it. We should do the math, but we can't be bothered. Boop. That'll do. We need lava. A quick trip to the nether. Do we make that dolly first and bring one of these guys? I think yes. We get a bunch of lava this time. So the quest under low voltage, no, under steam, under this one, the dolly's not too hard to make. Iron ring, yeah, one steel plate. We can use a rubber round. Rubber round is file and hammer. How many do we need? Just 2? Well, this is 4, so we got extra. Not what we wanted. Very inconvenient, in fact. Oh boy. We got plenty of iron plates. Just need some rods. Nope, they gotta be plates for the... Oh. Good thing we got plenty, right? Make 2 of these. Alright. We need to hammer these into shape first. use the steel wrench again. That's not what I wanted to do. Wrench, round, rods. So, rods, round... Wrenchy boy. And then steel plate. Have we got a steel plate still? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we used it all up. Punch that out. It's all being processed there. Bum, bum, ba-da-rum. There is a dolly. Fantastic. It's actually going to be so good. We've completed that quest, so we can get magic drawers. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted there. 64, yeah. We're gonna take these. We got 5 better barrels as well, though. Yeah, we're gonna take them because they're inconvenient to make. Not because they're hard to make. They're inconvenient to make. It's a quality of life thing, guys. Oh boy. Alright. Well, they can stay in here for now. We'll surely need them soon. Out of lava here. We'll drop off our XP, and then we'll remove one of the tanks here, because I think 2 diamond tanks is just too much. We'll do 1 big lava trip. 1 trip to end them all, 1 trip to bind them. 1 trip to smelt the ores, and in the alloy smelter, find them. Hello, friends. We're not doing well on the saturation here. Well, we should have planned better with our food, but here we are. I'm gonna get this whole puddle. It'd be great. Goes deep under there, but we're still getting ore there. Well, not ore, but lava. Man, that's a lot of lava. Really is a jackpot here. Where's it all coming from? More under here still. This must be a deeper hole than I imagined. You can just scoop up anywhere and you get some. I just realized, oh no, the dolly will work. Yeah. I was about to say, if I have to knock this down, it might fall in the lava, then we'd lose a diamond tier tank, which would be just devastating. Ah, well, it's full. And we start the slow walk back. Bum-bum-ba-dee-boo. It'll be totally worth it. need some quartz from in here to get the kitchen going as well. It's desperately needed. We've neglected that for too long. So slow. Oh man. Whew, that'll brighten up the place. Yes. Good. So, we're gonna make one of these. So we need 1 axe, 2 plates. And we could make it all out of manilum, or whatever it's called. Alumite, that's what it is. But let's have a look. If we look at casting, and we look at... Steel is 300 durability. Bronze is 285. 6.5 mining speed. And then Alumite, it's just so much better. I say yes. We're already doing it, so we might as well. How much we got in here? 45 Alumite is way too much. Let's see how much it uses. 45. It's used 5, 6, 7 ingots. 8 ingots? Is that the max? Okay. Maybe I can use a lot of it. We said 2 plates, right? A mistake you don't want to make is making too many plates. Resmelting them is a hassle. Well, we're already down to 29, so we're making light work of this. It's not great news for the Alumite, but it is well worth the trouble. Is this going to go down to like 18? 18 ingots for Karsten things? So we got 21 there. We can make a bunch in a furnace, which we're going to do because we want to be able to repair things. That's going to be quite important. And I think we're going to probably smelt something else Alumite soon, so maybe we leave this here for when the decision comes. Whammy! That's his name. It's the Whammy Hammer. What mining level does it have on it? 6 ardite compared to our current 5 obsidian. That's very good. It's very good. It's got an obsidian tool rod, so it gets reinforced 3. Fantastic. This file needs to go away. We need to file it away. We don't need tin in there. Alright, we did a quest. This one. Oh, we get a little bit of fun from it. A steam bag, which will keep the low voltage. Also, I would like to put this mortar down. This is too small. We're gonna have to upgrade this chest. It's gonna cost gold, I think. Is the only way to go, really. Put wood pulp in there. Might as well. The rubber rounds can go in the miscellaneous box. The coal coke ovens have ceased. Steel will soon grind to a halt. All of our industrious endeavors halted by the crippling tax on our resources. Well, we'll have to make sugar coke again. I never thought it'd come to this. Yep, that's gonna end. Got another 50 steel though. We're really kicking ass on the steel production. And that was after using some too. So you really can't complain. I mean, I can, and I will, but I won't. Because I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Now, what were we doing with this whammy? We were getting copper? Copper. I wonder which one is actually faster. Mining speed 10, mining speed 3.6. We bring a bunch of redstone to put on the hammer then. When we level it up, we'll need it. And then we'll need some food. Of which we've got terribly small amounts of. We're getting desperate. Very desperate in the food department. Terrible, terrible news. Well, we'll take some apples. Some beef. Actually, you know what? Let's let this decide. Okay, well, that's what we're eating. And then we're gonna do it again to see what it gives us the second time. Oh, it's such crap food. It's so terrible. Well, got another set of food. Copper mine, where are you? Up in the hills? I want my shoes. I haven't been wearing them all stream. No. Interesting stone in here. We've got 2 torches. That was a mistake. We're already all the way down here. We might as well just see how far we can get. But I'm very disappointed that I brought 2 torches. Bum bum ba da ba do 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 do. Alright, here we go. The first hammering. It's so much quicker. Torch number 1, I suppose. It's not best practice. So dark. We're not going to be able to afford to do this long. I was wrong. We're going to have to go back for torches. How much did we even get? Oh, we got a lot of stuff. We got over a stack of... Wow. Okay, I'm not so sad about going back now. The real question is, how far off is it from leveling up? Is it gonna be forever? Oh, it's gonna be forever! Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. It's gonna be so long. Oh well, we'll get our work's worth out of it, or whatever we're gonna call it. It'll toughen us up. This is all for the pipe. This is what we're doing here. And we do need to go coal mining, so that we can keep producing steel at home while all this is going on. And we can finish the building, which desperately needs doing. However, all of this, and more, is going to happen on another play session, a little further down in the future, sadly. My lord! How do they keep getting in? I just cannot afford to have him explode on my things. I simply cannot. I don't think I can kill him either. Just kinda gotta let him be. And we're out of steam. That's bad news, bears. Ignite. No, we're gonna have to chuck half a stack of sugar, or a whole stack of sugar. We might as well. After all, why shouldn't we? Can we fight this guy and win? That's the real question. No, we can't. Alright, well, let's throw a raid. Stick around for the raid, because I'm going to throw you somewhere awesome. As I always do. Thank you very much for tuning on in, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. A joy. We almost finished the whole house there. That new low voltage house is just inches away from being complete. We've got all the resources we need to make it. Apart from the bronze pipe, I suppose. And then some of the fittings and hoppers and... But the outside's almost done. So there's plenty to do next time. Alright, we'll catch you soon. Bye-bye. Raid income.
I never was one for drinking and dance, but I lived by the dice and the cards in my hands. But the goddess of fortune seemed loath of the sea. There were none of the crew who was poorer than me. I was walking the deck on a cold, starry